Hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. Welcome to my page. And once I talk about common sense, but I try to keep it down under the nitty gritty, under 10 minutes. If it goes over 10 minutes, there's something very important. And my videos are not important to liberals, libertards, people who believe in God, people like to smoke, people like to drink, people like ayahuasca, people like DMT, people who believe in Jesus, people who believe in Allah. Most of my videos are not for the masses of asses. I am a Gen Xer, indigo child, individual. I do not expose myself out there. I am not ambitious. I do not seek validation. If you have any comments, questions, insults, or roast you put it down below. This message goes out to all the spiritual individuals, the non-spiritual individuals, and werewolves, bats, shapeshifters, and everything else ever since I started this YouTube channels. As I said before, I only make like 500 videos per Morpheus knowledge because YouTube has a tendency of going back in your past, taking and picking and choosing which videos break their current policies and then striking your channel down. I lost channels Morpheus Knowledge 3 and Morpheus Knowledge 5. That's a part of my life, which it never really broke their policy in the first place. You can appeal, but you can't dispute. And this is a problem for most of these platforms. You can't dispute it because they don't want to talk to you, okay? They want to just make their buck and eat it too. Have their cake and eat it too. So, today's topic will be about two things. The consequences of women choosing the wrong mates and how the government will basically, they profit off of stupidity, peoples. So you women got to get it together. I know most of you don't care about accountability. Statistics shows research, blah, da, 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 that you're doing all of the wrong things. And while the male is being the victim and most likely getting thrown under the bus. Also, I'm going to talk about how you men have to enact this, another bill through the Supreme Court. You're going to have to start this paternity fraud thing. Baby swapping is real, babies, okay? Let me tell you a story. I'm going to start off with that. Okay, let's start off with that topic. If you have any comments, questions, insults, or roast fest, you put it down below. Insults are just roast fest. I don't mind it. Okay, if it's funny, I post it. Okay, and I'm a comedian myself. I'm too many things to list. Most guys aren't alpha, sigma, or indigo. So it's a waste of time to even watch those things. Even the Myers-Briggs, most people are not INFJ. So there's no reason to look at those statistical psychoanalysis of different personality types, or even, as a matter of fact, astrology. Y'all might as well get out of that shit. Y'all are not really interested in that stuff. Even numerology. None of you are interested in that. None of you are magical. Most of you are not magical. But you can be. But you got to unlock that third eye. Let's get on with the topic for today. So you guys, I've been working on my magic, like I said before, about paternity fraud. We got Roe versus Wade activated. This helps women to keep their leg closed, right? No abortions, baby. No abortions. Okay? Abortions are murderers. The number one murderers in the world are women. Not the men who go to the military. We're not talking about the war men, okay? We're talking about basically abortions. Babies that don't even have a chance. People believe in God, but then they don't understand that women are gods too, and they kill babies all of the time. And they should not do that. So that's why Roe versus Wade is enacted. So the next step is, okay, you guys have to go behind the scenes. You guys are the ones who have the more power. You have the more brain power, the logic to do these things, to fix these problems from the Jezebel, from the succubus. So if you enact paternity fraud from the hospitals, okay, everything will be fine because basically it starts from the hospital. When the baby is born, there should be a paternity test, and everything should be monitored and tracked. Like I put the police, like I put the cameras on the police guys in Brooklyn, New York, okay, and it started from there and it started spreading, okay. So you guys got to enact that action. Okay, there also to make sure that babies don't get swapped. I heard a terrible story where this woman said she knows she's not a cheater, and next thing you know, when the father took the test, it wasn't his, right? But then she was like, "Yo, I didn't cheat," so she went to go get a paternity test for herself and her child ended up not being hers. So now Murray Povich have to change everything else. All them babies that it says you are not the father. I guess the women have to take the paternity test too as well, and you can actually sue the hospital for that. Yes, you can. It's neglect. Okay, and I hear horror stories. Horror stories where baby swapping happens in the hospitals all of the time. So just be careful and start enacting this. I'm doing the magic behind the scenes, and I hope you guys can hear my message about paternity fraud and baby swapping. Okay, now, next subject. So we talked about 5 minutes about that. You women, for every time you neglect to be accountable, which Kevin Samuels was teaching, which I taught him to talk about to you guys, okay? One thing, just one thing. For every guy that you're foolish enough to just to be attracted to, summer girl fun, hot girl fun, whatever, okay? You dancing like a Jezebel on these social platforms. For every time you have a child, okay, that causes the government to get a piece of that child. Did you know that? Child support, alimony, the government gets a piece of that money. The government don't want people to stay together, okay? They don't want you to stay together. They want you to separate yourselves so you women think you have more power than the men. Because the men are more loyal than relationships, while the women initiate divorces by 70 to 80%. This is all statistical facts, okay, right? And then all of the problems come from women's wombs, okay? So you're going to have to start getting these fathers involved and stop trying to separate the man to doing his job. And stop calling the fucking men toxic for him being masculine. This is crazy, guys. You got to stop this shit. You women know you are at fault. Everything falls in your court when it comes to sex. So always blame yourself. Do not blame those men that you choose unless that man got corrupted. That's only 25%, babies. Whenever women are abused and you doing everything right, and you're not focusing on monogamy, because monogamous relationships are bound to fail because you don't have the discipline to stay in those type of relationships. You're going to fade away from them. You're going to cheat. Women cheat 10 times more. I'll repeat this until I'm blue in the goddamn face. You women are going to have to learn how to keep your legs closed, like the pimps told me to tell you women, okay? And start focusing on the fathers, on the men's mental health, instead of just you doing what you want to do, okay? My daughters will never learn about stupid shit that most women learn, okay? You can't wait to see my daughters? I'm sure you can't, okay? I'm sure you can't wait. Because they will be the new Kevin Samuels in a female body. There are other women on here who are therapists on the internet all of the time teaching women you have to be accountable for your actions. So if you do something wrong, you must acknowledge it, and you shall not repeat it, especially if it's cheating, okay? If you're horny all the time. You can't be horny all the time. You better play with the outside of that shit. Okay, and a lot of times that men watch porn, that protects most of you women, so a Jack the Ripper won't come and murder you no more, okay? Because what happens is that there's a lot more virgin men out there than there are virgin men. Average looking. I'm talking about average looking. Most women are average looking to me but they have to wear makeup, okay? But other than that, keep your goddamn legs closed, okay? And start understanding that the government feeds off of separation of relationships. They do. They make money off of it. I heard they make trillions of dollars off of child support. I don't believe it, though. Billions of dollars off of child support? Because I know, for fact, I get child support, and they take a small chunk of that money. Yeah, they take like about, it depends on how much he makes. Yeah. And I was like, yo, they do make money. It's called the surcharge fee. Okay? It's a fee that is taken out of the child support, and they get that money. They also can make money off of the homes and real estates, because the women are not as responsible enough to take care of the real estate that they are supposed to pay the taxes on. You understand? And if you renege, or you don't really pay your taxes, you can fall short, okay? Because you don't have no support, okay? You can fall short because you have no support. And then this is why I say to you women that you should start focusing on not trying to start relationships, but focus in on the fathers. If you did not have a father, okay, focus on an elderly male or a Gen Xer, someone who was born way back in the days, okay, like myself. You contact me. My information is down below. I got a Patreon, and I have my Facebook. I'm down there. I do not put all my information, eggs in one basket on the internet, and I've spoken a lot of information on this goddamn YouTube. All right, I will post this on my TikTok and also my Rumble, just in case it gets pulled down. People, y'all should join the other platforms: Truth, Rumble, MeWe, Signal. Because freedom of speech is in danger from the effeminates. Okay, people who are mostly could be a man or a woman who have emotional, needs. Okay, and it's sad. Other than that, that's all I really gotta say, guys. Because I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter Pan. And if anything I'm saying wrong, you write it down below, okay? I can talk really quick and very precise, and I articulate my words very clearly, but some people cannot understand me because I talk so fast, like Ben Shapiro, okay? Sorry. But that's just how the cookie crumbles. Peace.